In our Sunday night live stream, we wanted to see lower prices on Bitcoin to hit our only support level just above $80,000 to then see a reversal to the upside. And what I said very precisely was that I had two scenarios. Either you hit my support just above 80,000 and then get the reversal, or you would take out $80,000 psychological level, so it's $79,000 pretty much, and then get a bounce to the upside. And well, what happened? If I go over to the Discord, we got the drop lower and we broke my level at $80,600. So what I did is simply highlight the order block that we had right there at $79,000. And when we had the imbalance, we had the reaction. What I said was that personally I had opened a long position. And the next day I woke up, we had a decent bounce, but I still wanted to see higher prices. We had a very interesting area around $83,800, which was also a resistance level, of course. So what happened? We got the move towards our resistance, 83.8. I implemented the take profit one on my long position, and then unfortunately, I did decide to not take a short. Of course, a bit of a mistake in hindsight, but still, we did share the level in advance. It was the target for our long position, and we did take profits. But again, what happened after that? This ended up offering a very nice high for a much bigger jump to the downside. And at this point, I closed out of my long position. And what I wanted to see, where is it? So right there, I wanted to see a drop below $78,000, which was last week's low. And then we would have seen if we had a nice reaction in order to look for long positions. And well, again, if you go over to the charts and remember we had the CME gap at $76,600. Let's go back to the charts. We had this first drop and we had an imbalance on the 30-minute. But when I saw this bounce, what I said inside the Discord was that personally I was not interested in longing this bounce because I still expected lower prices. I expected at least one more low. And guess what happened? We got one more low. Even better, if you go on the hourly, we had an hourly imbalance at the lows. We had a nice reaction. And this was a very easy long position in my opinion. Now, unfortunately, personally, I was asleep simply because it happened during the Asian session and that's when I sleep. But in any case, we got the drop, we got one more low as I expected, we got the imbalance, we got the reaction, and we got that very nice reversal to the upside. So as you can see, our levels have been offering pretty big reactions. We got that break below $80,000 for the bounce higher. We hit our resistance at 83.7 and we got that big drop to the downside. We got one more low as I wanted to see, and then that's where we bounced to the upside. And so, with all of that said, what can you expect next? Well, personally, when I look at this move, we had the nice early imbalance at the lows and a very aggressive reversal to the upside. At this point, we have to expect higher prices, and that outlined what levels we have above us. But again, we had a nice imbalance, a very strong reaction, and that's what you want to see at a low for a strong continuation higher. So what levels do we have above us? The levels haven't changed since our live stream. The first one would be these 4-hour imbalances, which come in at $85,900. So that would be my first target for this bounce to the upside, which won't be a strong resistance in my opinion, but still you have to be aware of that level because what I said about the CME gap, it would not be a strong support in my view, but when you jump to it, we had the imbalance and we had the reaction, which is why we got that very nice bounce to the upside. So again, same logic right there. I will not see this as a strong resistance, but if we get a nice move up, big imbalances and nice reactions, I will take a short position. And then the second target, again, that was outlined in my live stream. We have this wick on the 4-hour, which personally I don't really like. If I go on the 1 hour, we also have this imbalance. And for me, that would be my big target for now for this bounce to the upside. And with all of this in mind, if you miss this bottom, as I have, what potential support levels do we have to open a long position? And in my opinion, we have just one level. If we go on the 30-minute, we have these two imbalances, which do line up with this nice order block. So what I would do is just mark out this candle, which line up with this second imbalance. And that could be a very nice support in case we do see a drop, a reaction, and then a reversal to the upside. Now, why do I like this level? For two reasons. First of all, as I said, we have imbalances. But second of all, in my view, If price does indeed want to go higher, I would not like to see a deep retracement to then continue to the upside. If we get a deep drop personally, I don't think that I'll be as interested in long positions, so that's why these imbalances appeared at the perfect area, because it would represent from here just a very small drop to then get that bigger bounce to the upside. And that's why I really like this area, pretty much between $80,000 and then $80,400, let's say. And that's the only support levels that I'm looking at below us. So, with all of that said, that was mainly it for this update. A quick recap. At this point, I would like to see higher prices. We had a nice imbalance, a very aggressive bounce to the upside. But at this point, I do believe that it does make sense to expect a bit of a cool off in the markets, because this move has been too aggressive. This support area does look very nice, around $80,000. If we see a reaction, then this would offer a nice long position for reversal to the upside. My first target would be $85,900, but then my second one, which will be my main one, will be pretty much around $90,000. And last point, of course, is that if we continue lower and break back below this low, you should expect the fill of the weekly imbalance down towards $69,000. So that's on the higher time frames. This low is now pretty important. If we do lose it, expect a very easy fill of the weekly imbalance. So as usual, if you guys enjoyed this update, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.